Hey yo, this is Kicks Contest. My name is Ljoha Matras Fly White if you didn't recognize me. I'm wearing this kind of hazmat suit because we're gonna catch a ghost today, which is Reebok Answer VI and Ghostbusters. But before we start, here is some information about what these sneakers are. These are a part of my favorite sneaker line because it was legendary Allen Iverson's signature line. Even the late great Kobe Bryant played in some of the Answer's shoes at some point. I own a pair of the Answer Ones and also the beloved Questions that can also be attached to this line. I haven't owned the Answer IVs before this video, but this was the one of my grails, so to say. And the colorway here is a unique one, to say the list. This is actually a big collaboration of Reebok and Sony Picture Consumer Products to promote the new movie of the Ghostbusters franchise, Ghostbusters Afterlife, released late in 2021. The Answer IV model itself was released back in the year 2000, so it's obvious that in terms of performance these would lose to a modern day basketball sneakers, or would they? Well, now that we got our hands on these, let's test them, have some detailed looks, and see if they're still suitable for playing basketball. Let's go! I sighed with relief when I put the Answer IVs on and understood they were fitting to the size. Because the Reebok Questions I tested in 2020 were just half a size smaller and I had to give them away. Either you have high arch or wide foot is not a problem. You can adjust the fit using the lacing system. Those of you with high arch do not get upset thinking that you won't be able to close the zipper because of that. There's a lot of space between the two layers of the upper, enough for all kinds of feet. There's a huge amount of padding inside the shoe, and I mean huge. The upper is made of the few layers with a lot of details. You know, best traditions of the 90s, 2000s basketball shoes. Total comfort on inside and no time needed for breaking in. But I have to say that because of all these layers, the upper is not flexible at all. You don't have that freedom of movement and feeling kinda clumsy at times. And by the way, listen to how they are slapping the hardwood when I sprint. And of course, there's no freaking ventilation at all in the Answer IVs. As we say here in Russia, ventilation is for p***s. Only the strong survive. Hey, what's that? It's a ghost, man. It's a ghost, Ljoha. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Okay. Alright. Yeah! I got it! I got it! Let's bust it! Yeah! I got it! Let's bust it! Ghostbusters! I got familiar with the DMX cushioning system a while back when I used to rock the Answer ones. There were like 10 DMX pods evenly located throughout the midsole to spread the impact. But on the Answer IV, the DMX is a bit different. We have a thick EVA layer and a large DMX pod in the heel that slightly comes onto the middle of the shoe. Hit the like button if you're a die-hard DMX fan. Let's see how many of us are there. When it comes to impact protection, there's enough in the heel, but it's lacking in the forefoot. And there's no court feel at all. But as we say in Russia, court feel is for pussies. And to bust these kind of moves in these shoes, you'll have to have an immaculate skill, cause only the strong survive. Huh! Finally got you, sucker! Ghostbusters! The traction pattern on the Answer IVs is a multi-directional herringbone. In theory, this should be a good solution and the shoes grip well in the outdoor courts. But the lines themselves are too thick, then they easily collect dust and start to slip even on slightly dusty courts. So you'd have to clean the gym before playing. Well, what else can you do? Only the strong survive. The materials are crazy on here. Soft buttery leather in the front, special cracked leather on the back matching the overall style. The heel has these reflective elements. The 3D print on the side looks and feels really cool and reminds you about this ghost dog from the movie. The overall quality is just awesome. The only con to the material is that they are as premium as they're heavy. So each shoe weighs 500 grams or 17.5 ounces for size 12. And this of course affects performance. When it comes to durability, it looks like these sneakers should fare well even outdoors. I won't play in them, of course, only use them as a lifestyle shoe unless, you know, I'm just coming across a court and I have to bust some guys, show them some moves, but otherwise just a lifestyle shoe for spring and fall. And also they have this line, only the strong survive. In theory, the lockdown should be good on this pair. Nice lacing system, hard heel cup, but there's still some dead space inside and the foot kinda moves around even if you lace it up very tight. And I can't say that I got narrow feet, no. The upper is kinda flexible and there's no lateral containment elements. The heel counter is kinda roomy and despite the lots of padding, it doesn't really hold the heel as tight as it probably should. There's no lateral outrigger as such, but the outsole is wide in the forefoot and it makes the shoes pretty stable. Plus, there's this huge plastic torsion plate to prevent twisting here in the midsole. I'll drop the safety score for lacking court feel and traction as well. The shoe is clunky and kinda restrictive, so all this combined could increase injury risk if you play basketball in this. But come on man, only the strong survive. So the Reebok Answer VI got a perfect 100 points, most in kicks contest history. Yo, Ljoha, the points don't sum up. There's no way it's 100. Oh yeah, 100. Oh yeah, okay. So the overall rating for the Reebok Answer VI is 73 points, which is pretty decent for an early 2000 retro model. They even have a better performance rating than some of the budget shoes this year. I gotta admit, it's mostly for the materials and overall quality. Yes, they can steal basketball, but you know, be careful. Looks like these were made specially for the outdoors. But I prefer these for casual wear and maybe just sometimes for basketball. If you like old school basketball sneakers, you'll absolutely love these. This was Kicks Contest. I'm Ljoha Matras Fly White. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already done so. Hit the like button if you like this video and also drop a comment to let us know what you think of this Answer VI Ghostbusters collaboration. And also subscribe to our Instagram where we put on teasers, first impressions about the shoes, the ratings, and also basketball and sneaker news. Peace out. Кушайте супчик.